guys. Thanks for joining in tonight. I appreciate each and every one of you. Yeah, man. So we got a great topic tonight, as always. And it is, we're going to talk about why do people love their studio, man. Oh my gosh, why do people love their studio? I am asked so many times this question, as well as many other engineers out there that ask the same question. How do you spend so much time in there, and what do you love about it? There's so many great things. Hey, Caden, what's going on, man? How are you doing tonight? I hope you're doing good, man. I had a great day today, and had to get on here and talk about why people love their studio so much, their space, or whatever you want to call it. For many people, it's just having a space that they can go to and call it their space, man. You can probably relate to this, Caden. Oh man, I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. It feels good to be on here tonight and to be able to hang out with you guys, you Caden, and everyone else that pops in and out. Just be able to hang out with y'all, man. Talk about some really cool stuff, as always, man. But yeah, I was going to talk about why people love their studio so much. And I know for myself, when I get in my recording studio or when I get in here, it is a place at the end of the day, or really at any given time, I can come in here, man, and just enjoy my little space in here, you know? And so it's easy to work, and many other artists, a lot of artists these days, have their own recording studio. They feel more comfortable recording in their own space, a space they're more familiar with. And so you're seeing more and more and more people do home recording studios, and actually doing some really, really good stuff, because there's so much help out there now these days. So if you need help with something, it's easy to find that help, or at least, you know, have the go-to person to go to, man. So a lot of people enjoy the studio. I've been enjoying mine for many years now, and you know, I've had more and I've had less. So but along the ride, along the journey, it's been really, really fun, especially when other people were involved in your projects, and you can get other people in, and you get to know them and everything else. And so it's just a really cool vibe to be not on a musical level or an engineer level, but to be on a you know, to develop relationships excuse me, along the way. And so that's really, really important, and really, really, really super cool, man. And so I had to get on here because I'm asked this constantly about my studio and how much time I spend in my studio. But it's funny, and it's real, and it's a cool thing to be able just to say, hey, man, I spend a lot of hours in my studio, and there's been time I could count. There's been times I stayed working on projects all night long, man. Repatching things, just trying all kind of cool stuff. Once you get into things, and you can reroute your compressors different, your EQs, all that other good stuff, even before it gets to your DAW, you know. So you can really do some cool stuff, man. And so a lot of people, not just me, have this love for, you know, recording and just being around this stuff all the time. And along the way, here's what's really cool, is you never learn it all, but along the way you always stumble upon some cool little trick, either that you learn out there that's floating around, or you just from experimentation ran across it and go, oh, that's what they're doing. Okay, I understand now. And that's a cool feeling too when that happens, man. But yeah, man, I don't know, Caden. How was your day today? You say you were good, but how are you, man? What did you do today, man? Cool. Anyway, I don't know. I had to bring that up. I don't know. It just feels good to be. I don't know if you know, Caden, but I just recently had central air actually put in this house. This house is a really, really, really old house, as I mentioned before. And I had window units, and if you live in Southeast Texas, man, it gets stifling here. Your day's been good, awesome, man, cool. Well, then you know what? We can't ask for any more than that, right? We can't ask for any more than that. When things are good, it's good, you know? And so, but yeah, I've been running these window units in here. And here's the thing, this room right here, not only is it not really climate controlled, but this is really the most important room to me because it has electronics in it, and you really need a good climate control room for these kind of things so that they last a little longer. So anyway, I had this window unit in here, and it would get hot during the day. And so during the day, a lot of times it blocked out times that I could get inspired on writing or recording something just simply because of the air conditioned noise throughout the house. It resonates everywhere. So here's a cool thing. Now that I have this central air going on, it's going on now. And so I can sit in here in the night, even in the night, and have the air conditioner running at a comfortable temperature and be able to hang out and feel good, man, and not sweat to death. I mean, there's been times where I'd come in from the gym and whatever and run in here and it'd be so hot, but I'd be so hot from everything, and I don't guess it really mattered, but it sure feels good, man, to hang out and to be comfortable. You know what I mean? There's nothing better than being comfortable. And so for back to why people enjoy their recording studio is because not only is it a place, their little safe haven that they can write and get creative, whatever it is, whatever kind of studio really I guess you have. If you're a writer, maybe you like a little certain area you like to write in. If you're a painter, maybe you like a certain little area that you like to paint in. And I guess that goes for many of us. We have a spot in our house that we dig, and we make it our own. And so there was when I first moved in this house, Caden, there's a room here. There's the kitchen adjacent to me right here, which is really kind of cool. I love that kitchen there. And then my bedroom, a bathroom, and then another bedroom back there. And so when I first initially moved into this place, the far back bedroom was actually going to be my studio to start out in again. And I did things in that room completely different than I did in this room. And so it's nice that I have central air in every room. And so it's going to be really, man, dude, I'm stoked. But so yeah, that has changed from that room to this room. This window, I mean, this room right here is kind of closer to the street on this side, which I'm gonna do some things here in the house. And now that central air is in, and we're putting in new windows, and I may not do any windows in this room, so I may just put the windows in. But before I staple everything back together, so to speak, I'm gonna backfill it with some type of insulation in the wall, and that'll help too from outside noise kind of creeping in onto my music or my live shows with you guys. So anyway, that's gonna be kind of cool. And so we have that going on, and I'm excited that that's gonna happen. So we've been doing a lot of changes around here as far as well, you know, Caden, you know, man, it took forever for me getting this audio right, and from it not to glitch and whatnot on there. And so that was just, you know, for me, that was a drag, man. And then you guys were, if it wasn't for you guys conveying in and letting me know what the heck was going on, because it wasn't until after the fact, the video was over, that I really noticed all the badness in it. As far as the video quality and glitching, the audio being on one side, it was just insanely insane. All that, wasn't it? So it's nice that that we're over with. We're all over with that. I know, isn't it? You know, thank you so much for just, you know, letting me reminding me. I know it is. It looks really good. I watched some of the video that I did last night, and wow, I did have a little more light turned on last night, and I was thinking, well, maybe I can get by with turning it down just a little bit, and that way it'll darken the back of the room, kind of cooler, the more aesthetically the way I wanted it anyway. And so, but here's the thing, Caden, it's really nice that I can tinker around at this point and do some really cool stuff with the lighting as far as getting all that right, or just playing with the lights how I want it, And so, anyway, the train is rambling down on his motor over there. Let's see if you can hear it, Caden. I'm going to point the microphone over this way. He let down off the gas. But anyway, that was him. So it's going to be nice to have no windows in here, right? And all that insulated up. And heck, it might get to that stage to where I may just do a wall inside of a wall. Just go ahead and spend the money on, and maybe even do the floor too, because these ceilings are really, really high in here. And so, like, if I built an interior wall on the inside of this, it would be easy, super easy to frame out and to put insulation and airspace behind that other wall. So you'd have, here's your original wall, right? And then, come inside maybe even a foot. I've got enough room in here. I could come in a foot. So that's a foot of airspace right there. That maybe you could even fill the void halfway and then leave the other airspace there. And that might just do the trick, as far as pretty much not soundproof in the room, but getting it to a level to where outside noise isn't creeping in the room. And so that's really what I'm more interested in, not completely deadening, because I do have the acoustical foam in here, man. So not to the point to where you're hearing the room so much as to like I say, the outside noise coming in. And so that's what we don't want in our studio. Or you're doing a great take and, a car goes by or motorcycle, gets down on it. And so all that kind of stuff can happen, right? And it's out of your control. But here's the thing. Once we start on the windows in here, it'll be a perfect time for me to just go ahead and double wall the inside of the studio, and even make a suspended floor on the bottom, so that if you're walking or someone's doing a vocal track, and say I'm over here being an engineer, they're in the same room, and sometimes a lot of people can't stand still when they're singing, and so that's just part of them getting into it, and so they're moving around, right? And so if your floor squeaks, or if your floor makes any kind of noise whatsoever, a lot of times that pop or whatever or creep up and get into the microphone. It might be a perfect take, and sometimes you can't get that out, okay? So what's kind of cool about the suspended floor is he can be walking around and getting goofy or whatever, and you can still get a good take, and that'll be cool, right? And so I might as well to be a perfect time for me to do it, guys. And so it's funny how sometimes work out in perfect timing, other times things don't. But hopefully this will work out in perfect timing to where it'll kind of just be glued together, have all my lighting and everything right by the end, and then be able to step up to another different plateau. Man, isn't it nice that when we can constantly do that, right? Keep moving up and making progress in our videos and audio and our music that we write and everything else, man. Makes it really kind of cool. But anyway, I am digging it tonight, and that's why most people enjoy their studio. It is a place they can get creative and continue to grow in their craft. Like I say, from painters to writers to even people who do pottery, man. I often thought, man, that'd be kind of a cool thing to learn how to do. Some where they, do the pottery and make pottery and all that kind of cool stuff. Anyway, someone told me that those people that do that, you have to have strong hands to do that. I don't know. Maybe it's from just holding it for so long in one spot and trying to keep a steady hand while you do that pottery and it spins around. I don't know why you'd have to have really strong hands, but evidently you do. You have to have strong hands to do that kind of work. But I've seen some really, really well crafted pottery hand done. It was just amazing, 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 amazing. And so that would anyway. So whatever your craft is, whatever your art is, typically that's why we enjoy our recording studio or our home studio or any room that we call our studio. And so kind of a really neat thing to have that space, right? Because we all need that space. So the other night, I was talking about actually doing some piano stuff, as you know, and that has been really, really cool. Listening to the sounds that I've been able to find on this Yamaha piano here. It's an 88 key. Of course, I don't play all the keys on it. I think the song's in the key of C in the middle, and but it's really, really cool. The settings that I found on this thing, absolutely beautiful, man. So I am really getting itching. I actually had that song rehearsed out way, way before I did my little acoustic thing for y'all. Um, but anyway, so then I kind of just fell off of it for a while and got to doing other things with you guys and everybody else. And so now I've just kind of been having the fever as to running the keyboard through the mixer, the microphone, just like I did the guitar, and finding a good setting right off, or as at least somewhat tolerable and sounds somewhat balanced, and doing another track, man, for you guys on the piano here, man. I just get crazy and in love with that kind of stuff, thinking about it, because it's just really a neat thing to be able to jump around and enjoy that kind of stuff, and to really use your ears. We had talked about that, about how the best engineers out there listen really, really well, and so yeah, so listening and using our ears is critical, and is a wonderful thing that we can to do that and to pay attention to that. That's the thing, we can hear things throughout the day, or we can listen to music throughout the day, or we can listen to or whatever. But are we really, really listening sometimes to where things are placed in the stereo mix, and the tone and all that other good stuff that goes with it? And so those are things that we listen for whenever we're doing live stuff, or when we're doing anything, And that was really cool. By the way, I know the piano. Oh, you're looking at are you looking at my piano, or are you looking at my Korg back here? Because I don't know. I mean, I guess I could do it on my Korg, but I found some really cool strings on this piano, man, that are heavenly. It's the best word I can say for that. So I don't know. I'm just gonna have to see. I'll play around with it, because I'm one of those guys that I will try. I will try the synth and see how it sounds. Now, what would be cool, what would be really sick, is if I could play this piano and in real time it shoot MIDI or whatever over to this string, and either play a different patch or a different instrument through the strings, but actually be following maybe a half step below me or above me, or in some type of harmony with me. Wow, that would be really cool to do that, right? Now, see, I can do that kind of stuff when I'm tracking. When I'm tracking to my DAW, I can do that stuff all day long, overlay, and then decide what the heck I want to keep in the mix or take out of the mix, right? And that's what's really, really cool about recording. But when you're doing it live and there's one person in the room, you have all these different, you're kind of limited to what you can do, but not really, with MIDI and all that other good stuff. So anyway, it's going to be interesting just to try to get a good balance, right? And to do a very minimal type recording. And that's really what I've kind of been shooting for lately. Very minimal setup. Like on those mics that I had the other night, there was 0 compressors going on them. I have 2 beautiful compressors behind me I could have used on the 2 mics, which was this one and the 57. And I could have done that. I could have hit it right in front, But actually, I was just setting up the mics, getting a good position with it, or somewhat of a good position, to create a good balance with no compression and no effects really, other than a little bit of reverb on my voice on this microphone, and just really kind of listening and trying to get in a good sound. And that's what's going to be fun about the piano. That's what's going to be fun about doing it that way. Anyway, it's just a lot of fun doing it anyway. And I hope you guys join in on that gig. I might even do it after tonight. Depends on how I feel, man. I was going to try it last night, but I was just so worn out. I didn't do it last night, but I will do it. And I don't know, man. Just tons of fun, man. A lot of good things, man. So that's anyway. I kind of wanted to go over some reasons why people love their audio and love their recording studios, and as many of us do, it keeps us in the room maybe too many hours. You know what I mean? But it's still fun, and we enjoy it. And most of all, I enjoy getting on here with you guys, hanging out with y'all, talking about recording stuff and my little things that I've got going on here and what I plan on doing. And so I appreciate you guys hanging out with me as always. So yeah, man, some really cool things coming up, and so I might lay that track tonight. I don't know, we'll see. Just depends. I'm ready to do it actually. What's it going on, Bull Tide? How's it going on, man? I hope you're doing okay tonight, man. Oh, yeah, you should be doing great. I heard about all those fish you caught, man. What? What? Yeah, man, that's awesome, dude. I am so glad that was a sight to see. I love that, man. Especially when you're on the trout, you know. When you're on the trout, things are great. And I don't know, it's one of those moments when you're out there in the water, man, and oh my gosh, you don't want it to end, you know what I mean? You don't want it to end. And when it doesn't end and you have to end it because you've caught your limit, and that can I don't know. It's like, man, I want to fish some more. I know. So anyway, it's all good, man. Poker man, what's it going on, dudes? Nothing. We're just hanging out, man. We're just hanging out. And tonight I was talking about why people love their studio, why people love their recording studio. And so we got a chance to talk about some really cool stuff. And I'm glad you guys are hanging out, man. So what's going on with you, Poker man? How you doing, man? My phone blows up every time I get on here and hang out with y'all, man. And I hate to be rude and look at it, but some of that stuff I have to look at it because I got to check my messages. So people are calling, and a lot of times it's about business. And so I have to answer the phone. And then when I don't answer the phone, if they leave a message, I certainly have to listen to it and then respond to that in some kind of way at some time, right? But either way, I do have to check my messages. So when I get on this show, man, just hang out with me and dig it for a little while with me, man. But anyway, so we were talking about some really cool things lately, man, and I'm excited that I was able to talk to you guys about, wow, how much fun I had just doing that little acoustic track the other night, man. I know it was simple and just a wham out little song, but it was fun, and it was one of those songs that you can just have fun with and do it any kind of way, sing it any kind of way you want to sing it, you know. And but anyway, man, it's gonna be really, really cool. The other thing, what's that? Excellent. That's the first time I've seen that, man. That's funny, dude. I will have to laugh about that, Poker man. But yeah, man. So that's gonna be really kind of cool doing that. So look, Poker man, I got you on here. I know you're on here. My lights, man. My lights. I dimmed them down from last night or the other night a little bit. How do they look tonight? Is it crystal clear? Is my video crystal clear? Does it look good, man? I was trying to darken it a little bit behind me back there. Really, I was wanting that blue right there to kind of really match the audio master, right? Can I put my finger on it? Anyway, it's back there. Yeah, the audio master back there. Anyway, I was kind of wanting those two blues to kind of somewhat come together and look somewhat together. So anyway, I hope I accomplished that, man. But yeah, we got what's that? That's hilarious, dude. I won't forget that. But anyway, yeah, thank you guys for joining in tonight. It's one of those nights where it just keeps getting better and better and better. Hey gamer, blast, lights look good, dude. Thank you, man. So if I sit back here, man, how does the audio? If I actually sit back in my chair, can you see me back here, man, or do I need to be underneath this light right here? Anyway, I kind of enjoy sitting back in my chair. I can always scoot up again. But it's really, really nice hanging out with you guys, man. I am so glad I finally got my audio working properly, man. I mean, it's pegging right where it needs to peg over here. I want to say, if I had to guess, maybe -4 dB, somewhere in that range. But it's pegging, and I do have a compressor on it, so it's sucking the lows up, and a limiter on it, and it's putting that threshold on it, and anything past that, it's saying, no, you can't go past this door. So that's the way I have it set up. A little bit of compression, a little bit of limiting going on. No noise gate on here. Felt like it didn't need a noise gate on it, so no need. And then what else did I strap in the chain? So it was yeah, those two. Oh, and also a little bit of gain on that side. So I'm actually hitting it pretty good out of my preamp here, but I left enough headroom in my computer to actually turn it up from there too. So everything is balanced as far as volume level. Nothing is hitting in the red or in the red zone or any of that crazy stuff, which I had right in the past, but the problem was in the computer, my settings, as y'all know. And so that was a deal, man. What a deal, right? So frustrating. Lights are looking good, dude. I love hearing that, man. Thank you so much, Gamer Blast. I always want to say Game Blaster. It seems like I've seen that before. And I always trip up and say that. I don't know why. But anyway, man, I'm excited I am going to get on this. I am going to get my camera. I'm stoked right now. Y'all got me pumped up. And I'm going to get on my piano right now and start rehearsing. And get out my camera, man. And stoke it on some of this cool lighting behind me. Try to get the mood right. Maybe even light a candle. Who knows? And record this song, man. So, if you haven't hit that subscribe button, please do now, okay? Wrap it up on that baby, man, and come on in. You know the gig, man. And also like and share if you haven't already, because it's just a cool thing to do. And also, I love your guys' comments here. I love that you guys are hanging out with me, opening it up and saying blah, blah, blah. It sounds great, da, 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 da. Thank you so much. But here's the thing, man. There's a comment section down there below. Hey, man. Just say, I was here tonight and enjoyed the show. Anything like that always helps, man. And it's a little reminder to me that you guys are awesome, man. So thank you so much, as always. And we will see you